Hey, I wanted to chat with you about something important regarding our projects. Have you heard of the sunk cost fallacy?
Not really. What's that about?
It's a concept in decision-making where people tend to stick with a failing project just because they've already invested time or resources into it. They let past investments influence future decisions, even when it might not make sense anymore.
Oh, I see. So, why is that a problem?
Well, suppose we're working on a project that's not performing well. If we keep pouring resources into it just because we're reluctant to admit loss, we might end up losing more in the long run. We need to think from a zero-base perspective. Imagine we're starting fresh today. Would this project be worth investing in?
That makes sense. So, we shouldn't let our attachment to past investments disturb our judgment about what's best for the company moving forward.
Exactly. If we stick with a failing project, we miss out on opportunities to invest in more promising ventures. It's about being pragmatic and focusing on what will benefit us most now, rather than what we've already committed to.
Got it. So, it's important not to be afraid to cut our losses and change directions when necessary.
Exactly. It's all about making smart decisions for the future of our business.
うまくいかない投資にしがみつくことは、損失を拡大させるリスクを高めます。
Sticking with a failing investment can increase the risk of expanding losses. Sticking with a failing investment can increase the risk of expanding losses.
ビジネスを継続すべきかどうか、ゼロベースで判断すべきです。
We should judge whether to continue the business from a zero-base perspective. We should judge whether to continue the business from a zero-base perspective.
損切りし、方向転換する勇気を持つことも重要です。
It's important to have the courage to cut losses and change directions. It's important to have the courage to cut losses and change directions.
Hey, I've been reviewing the financials for our software development project, and it's clear that we've been facing deficits for several quarters now. Have you had a chance to look at the numbers?
Yes, I've been keeping track of it. The deficit stands at over $700,000. It's disappointing, considering how much effort and resources we've poured into it over the years.
I know you've been passionate about this project, and your dedication has been commendable. But looking at the numbers objectively, continuing to invest in it doesn't seem financially viable anymore.
I agree. I feel regret about it, but we need to consider cutting our losses and moving on.
Exactly. We need to adopt a zero-base approach here. Let's suppose we're starting fresh today. Would we still choose to invest in this project given its current financial performance?
No, we wouldn't. It's time to prioritize the company's overall profitability. I'll start preparing a plan to downsize operations on this project and focus our resources on more promising ventures.
It's a tough decision, but it's the right one for the future of our company. Your willingness to make this decision shows your commitment to our long-term success and sustainability.
Thanks. It's not easy letting go of it, but I'm confident this decision will ultimately benefit us in the long run.
このビジネスを継続するのは財政的に実行可能ではなさそうです。
It doesn't seem financially viable to continue this business. It doesn't seem financially viable to continue this business.
これまでつぎ込んだ労力を考えると、このビジネスを手放すのは残念なことです。
Considering the effort we've put into it so far, it's a shame to let go of this business. Considering the effort we've put into it so far, it's a shame to let go of this business.
この決定が最終的には利益になると確信しています。
I'm confident that this decision will ultimately benefit us. I'm confident that this decision will ultimately benefit us.